What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you another Eagles prediction video today. Now, yesterday I couldn't do the video because I had to work from 11 to 8 yesterday, and boy, I'm telling you, I was tired. I just couldn't do it when I got home. I ain't had no energy, so I just had to relax and chill. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it when I get up tomorrow. On today, on Thanksgiving. And what better day to do a prediction video about football when football's a big part of Thanksgiving, right? So, I mean, what better way, right? So, obviously, this is about the Eagles and the Packers on Monday Night Football. But I got to get into some of the games that's going to happen today. Number one, the Vikings versus the Lions. I need the Lions to win. They win, they knock the Vikings down a peg or two, right? And with them knocking them down, that makes our playoff chances that much better. Then, oh my God, I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth, but I need the Dallas Cowboys to go 10-1 and beat the Washington Redskins, because really it's hurt and it's painful to say that, but if we're going to make a playoff run, I need the Cowboys to go down. I mean, I need the Washington Redskins to go down, because at this point we need to get to third place, right? You feel me? Sorry, that's my inner EDP. We need Dallas to beat them. And the thing is, every year we're always saying, oh, we need this team to beat this team so we can get in the playoff. We need this team to get this team to get in the playoff. We need this team to beat this team to get in the playoff. I am sick and tired of hearing that. I'm sick and tired of saying that. I, for one, want to always be in a position where we don't need to rely on anybody to get us into playoffs. But unfortunately, that is always the case, and I'm sick and tired of it. But we have a different quarterback. We have the quarterback, and his name is Carson Wentz. And I truly believe that Carson Wentz, once we get this man some weapons, once we build the offense around him, we will be playoff contenders. In a couple years, bro, we gonna be the number one seed in the NFC, not the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to be one of the best teams in the NFL, not the Dallas Cowboys, not the Seattle Seahawks, not the New York Giants, not the Patriots. Because I'm telling you this right now, I don't know what Bill Belichick's going to do, but let's just say for the Christ of this video that Tom Brady goes to Super Bowl and he wins his 5th Super Bowl trophy, right? That man should retire, because really, what else is there for him to do? He'll be the first quarterback ever to win 5 Super Bowls, so he can ride off into the sunset. Bill Belichick, either he can stay and continue to coach Jimmy G or Jacoby Brissett, or he can retire as well. I don't know, but let's just say that he retired. Let's just say he stays, right? Jimmy Garoppolo and Jacoby Brissett are not Tom Brady. So while they may be good quarterbacks, they're not him. So they may be in the playoffs every now and then, but they're not going to be the powerhouse juggernaut that they always are. Yeah, he got Gronk. Yeah, he got Edelman, Amendola, and all those boys around them. But, I mean, you just need that talent, right? So, with that being said, let's get into Eagles football. So, as I said today, unfortunately, I need the Cowboys to go 10-1. Oh, so that we can get a chance to go in the playoffs. Y'all know my dream scenario. I told y'all that I want us to get in the playoffs. Hopefully we get a home playoff game. We beat our opponent at home, and then we roll up into Dallas and we take out Dallas, right? But, a lot of things have to happen in that scenario, and, it's not impossible, but it's not looking good right now. So the question is, can we win this game? Can the Eagles continue their win streak at home and beat the Green Bay Packers? Since I didn't do the video yesterday, I had an extra day to think about it. And if we lose this game, we kiss our playoff chances goodbye. We really do. We kiss them goodbye because there will be absolutely no way at 5-6 would there be a chance unless the Redskins and the Giants just start messing up, and that's not going to happen. Okay, we have a much better chance of getting into third place because the Redskins face the Cardinals and the Panthers, and the Panthers are starting to wake up. And although the Cardinals are struggling this year, they still have a chance to do some damage and beat the Washington Redskins. That's 3 losses right there. So what are they? 6-3? So if they lose that, they'll be 6 and if they lose today and go on a 3-game losing streak, they'll be 6-6. Then you can say, oh, maybe we do have a chance. I don't know. But again, that's a hard thing. Trust me more than anybody wants the Dallas Cowboys to lose. I'm sick and tired of seeing them win every week, right? See, there's one thing I do agree with Max with. Max says Stephen A. He wants the Cowboys to win and win and win and win and win and get the fans' spirits up. So that way when they lose, they just come crashing down. Me, I'm like Max. I agree with Max. I want them to lose every week. I want them to be mad every week. I want them to be sad every week. I want them to come up with them excuses just to say, oh, but we still got them 5 Super Bowls, though. But again, I try not to talk about the Cowboys, but you know what? They always come up, bro. I'm really sorry. I don't want to bring them up, but they just come up there in my mind. Anyway. So, we lose this game. We kiss our playoff chances goodbye. But the good thing, and we all know as Eagles fans that the Eagles have a history of making bad teams look good when they play us. Last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Dolphins. We could probably say the last year. Speaking of, we could have played the Raiders, and they would have made a mess out of us because that's how horrible we looked last year. This year, we should have beaten the Detroit Lions, but we couldn't get it done. We should have beaten the Washington Redskins, but we couldn't get it done. So there are a lot of bad teams that, well, I mean, they're good now, both of them, but those are bad teams that we should have beaten, but we made them look great. Why? Because we're the Philadelphia Eagles. That will not happen. I refuse to let it happen, especially in Philadelphia, especially at the Link. We will beat the Green Bay Packers. But Aaron Rodgers, he's a great quarterback, and he will keep them in the game, right? I mean, you could have said the same thing about Ben Roethlisberger, but he didn't keep him in the game. You could say the same thing about Matt Ryan. He kept him in the game for a minute, but he couldn't get the job done. You could say something about RG3. I know he's injury prone, but he's just injury prone. When he's on the field and he's healthy, he is a good quarterback. And then you got Sam Bradford. When he doesn't have pressure in his face, you saw the 5 games before, he looked incredible, okay? So don't get me started on this, oh, it's Sam Bradford and this and that and that and this. No, before the bye, the Vikings were on a roll and they were destroying and beating everybody, okay? So I don't want to hear that, okay? So when these guys were great when they came in, and we made them look like trash. We made them look we humbled them. That's what we did. So my point being, if we're going to be a playoff team, we've got to start beating these teams. And the Green Bay Packers, even though they're not doing good this year, beating Aaron Rodgers, I think, sends a statement. I think Kirk Cousins got a little personal feeling from that game when he beat the Packers last week, because he was like, you know what? Last year, y'all rolled up into our house and y'all beat us in the playoffs. Now, I feel good and we beating y'all now. How you like me now? How you like me now? You like that? Ooh-wee. They have won 6 of the last 8 games. Unfortunately, Dallas needs to knock them down. And like I said, hopefully they go on a 3-game lose streak. But actually, I don't think they face Carolina and what's the name at the same time. I don't think they do that. And the Panthers at the same time. I don't think they do that. So hopefully somewhere around that time when they do face each other, that they lose, right? Especially to us too. So that'll help our playoff chances. Because really, we've got to win out. We've got 5-6 games left. We've got to win out. We've got to win out. Like, that is the only way that we're going to get in the play. We've got to win out. And I know how we look on the road. We look trash on the road, right? Let's look at the schedule and see what we can do. So we've got the Packers. Since we're at home, I give us a chance. Let's just say we win that game. Then we go on the road to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a hard place. I don't want to say a hard place to play, but we're not actually beating them every time we play them. So, but this year they're not looking too good. Plus, they don't have AJ Green. If our defense doesn't screw it up, I think we can win the game. So let's say we pull on the upset, right? And we beat the Cincinnati Bengals. So that would make us 7-5. Okay, we want to roll. We want to roll. We come back. We win a close, tight game against the Washington Redskins. That makes us 8-5. Then we go back on the road. If you want me to be honest, I see us losing. I see us losing to the Ravens. I mean, I want us to win. Believe me, I do. Like I said, if we want to make the playoffs, we got to win out. But best case scenario will probably be to go 4-2. 4-2. But then again, probably 5-1 even maybe, because I see us losing to the Baltimore Ravens, because they've got a pretty good defense. Then we come back home to Philly and we can beat the Giants. I have confidence in my team that we can beat the Giants, especially the way we play in Philly. We're gonna beat the Giants, and then we close up against Dallas. This one is tricky to call because Dallas by then will have secured their spot as the number 1 seed and winning the NFC East, right? Nothing would please me more if they lost this game and then they lost to the Giants in week 13 or whatever they face the Giants, because by then they'll be tied up and then the Giants can go in the first place. Nothing would please me more if that happens and the Cowboys are doing all this good and then the Giants sneak up in front of them. Nothing would please me more. But you gotta be realistic about this. And so like I was just saying, Dallas Cowboys coming at home, that's gonna be a tough game to call, because if they're not playing their starters, Tony Romo is going to play. And everyone in Dallas Cowboys loves Tony Romo. So for Jason Witten to go ahead and play with him, Des Bryant, maybe even Ezekiel Elliott, he would say, oh, I want to play with Tony Romo, see what this guy's got, you know? So all they're really doing is resting Dak, you know? And that one's going to be a close game. But, you know, the man's been sitting all year. He's only going to play his last game as a Dallas Cowboy possibly. And it'll be interesting to call. I don't know, but hopefully we can pull up that win too. So with that being said, that's why I was saying 4-2. But so with that would make us now make us 9-7 if we went 4-2. That would not be enough. But but if we lose, I do not want to go out like scrubs. We will fight, we will claw, and we will make a statement called respect. We might not be getting in the playoffs, but you will respect us when we go down. You will, because we're not going down like chumps. Carson Wentz isn't like that. The Philadelphia Eagle fan base isn't like that. And nobody's going down like that. Okay? Like I said, now, if we didn't reach the playoffs, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because, like I say, we can then build the offense around Carson Wentz. Buffer that offensive line. Although, actually, you know what? The offensive line has not been that bad, you know? He hasn't really been sacked all that much. I mean, unless when the whole crumbles every now and then. But relatively, and we need to clean up these false starts. We really need to clean that up. But other than that, the offensive line has been pretty decent and solid, so there's nothing really changed there. We need to get a running back, and we need to get weapons for Carson Wentz to throw to. We do that, and I believe we will be a force to be reckoned with like the Dallas Cowboys are this year. My theory, y'all remember last year, Cam and the Dallas Cowboys Cam and the Carolina Panthers dabbing and having fun and everything like that, and they go to the Super Bowl and they lose and they choke and everything like that. Y'all know that story now. This year, how everyone's roughing them up and everything, and they're beating on them and everything like that. You know, who's to say that won't happen to the Dallas Cowboys next year if they don't get it done this year? Y'all remember how the Warriors were rolling through everybody last year, and they went 73-9. And they were going to win the finals, and they should have won it, and everything like that. But now this year, teams are being much more rougher with them. Y'all recall that this year for the Warriors, right? Y'all recall that for the Carolina Panthers this year, right? Who's to say it won't happen to the Dallas Cowboys? Oh, we know how you operate now. Now we know how to take you down. You know, while everyone's focused on taking the Cowboys down, the Eagles will rise up. The Eagles will be the team to beat. Oh, snap. We've been so focused on the Cowboys. We need to focus on the Eagles. But by then, it'll be too late. And we'll be the team to beat. And we will make a statement. And then my boy Carson Wentz is going to take us to the promised land. 2-3 years, It's about 2-3 years, bro. It's gonna be like it was the early 2000s. It's gonna be like that. Except the Cowboys will keep it interesting. And the way the Redskins are playing, matter of fact, the whole NFC East will keep it interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a different winner every single year, because that's how good every team in the NFC East is playing right now. I made a video called "The NFC East is Beast." Go check out that video. It's a great video talking about how it's much harder to win in the NFC East now than it was these past couple of years. So go check out that video. It's a great video. I may leave it in the link below. You know, sometimes I forget, but hopefully I remember. But to close out this video, will the Eagles beat the Packers? I believe we can. It's in Philly. You know how we play in Philly. You know how the defense loves to play in Philly. And like Carson Wentz said 2 weeks ago, when we win, we have too many mistakes. When we lose, we have too many mistakes. Besides the Seahawks game, we've been in every single game. So what that tells me is this. They're there. The potential is there. But we just need to add a few different components to make it better. Carson Wentz is the piece in the middle that's making everything whirl. But he needs that support system to make him better. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying on that? So with that being said, can I give you a score? I believe the first half will be close. The second half is when we'll pull away. Give me... If we win this game, give me... God, give me what? What are we going to be? Give me 35-21. Give me 35-21. That's right. The second time in the year, we'll be scoring 30 a game. Give me 35-21. That's how I believe we'll win. Matter of fact, that's even being generous considering the fact that nobody in Philly has scored. He hasn't even gotten past 10. Because really, if the defense didn't break down, the Atlanta Falcons wouldn't have scored that touchdown. But yeah, give me 21-10, and that's being generous. But that's only because of Aaron Rodgers. But then again, look what we did to Ben Roethlisberger. Look what we did to all the other quarterbacks who's come into Philly. So give me 21-35. Obviously, I hope it's a blowout, more worse than that. But that's my video for today. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Eat all that food and have a great time. And, you know, I would want the Washington Redskins to win, but if we're going to make the playoffs, the Cowboys got to win. Again, I'm tired of relying on them and any other team to get us into the playoffs. Starting next year, that will no longer be the trend of the Eagles. It will be teams need to catch up to us. Teams need to rely on us to be certain teams so they can get into the playoffs. That I guarantee you. So until next time, and if you're not down with that, I've just got 3 words for you. I keep getting that up. Fly, Eagles, fly. Peace out.